The Willis Report, where consumers are. Our business starts right now.
Welcome back to our special coverage tonight as we have been digging deeper into Yahoo's earnings. The conference call is still going on. We are about to wrap up the program, but we want to get some final thoughts from our experts, Mark Yusko, Nicholas Carlson, and Larry Fishelson. Nicholas, what strikes you most about this story?
Well, actually, I was talking to BuzzFeed CEO Jonah Peretti yesterday, and he said something interesting. He says, I don't get why Marissa Mayer is competing. She's really competing in products and in media, and she's trying to compete in both realms in the ways that the established winners are best at. So she's going after stars in media, hiring Katie Couric.
Right, Katie Couric.
Yeah, and in tech, she's trying to build apps that Facebook and Google are good at building. Why doesn't she try to avoid that competition and build something new? Of course, Jonah's talking about BuzzFeed a little bit.
So wait, was there a combination there to be had?
Oh, I think that Yahoo would be really smart to buy BuzzFeed, actually.
Yeah, Larry, let me ask you, you made the point earlier in the program that the fundamental core business is not growing.
It's not there, Maria. I mean, we're trying to talk about now what should have happened 2 years ago. So we're trying to everyone's trying to make a case for Yahoo. When you're trying to make a case for a company, that's a problem. So the fundamentals are not there.
Well, how do they get there? I mean, how do you get the fundamentals up? We're talking about an advertising business. We're talking about a search business.
Yeah.
And how do you compete with the giants of like Google?
Well, what fundamentals do you want to get there? I mean, do you want to get EBITDA there? That's not that far away, actually. A couple of years ago, 2 executives of Yahoo had a plan to sell the company to private equity, and they had an idea to strip out all kinds of costs. They wanted to get rid of the search engineers, ship them off to Microsoft, and then they wanted to outsource the display ad sales business to Google. And so I think there's plenty of EBITDA to grow.
But the bottom line is they're not. We just saw in the call they're not getting the money for the ads.
Yeah.
The revenue's going down. So once again, we see Facebook next week. I believe they're going to blow it out again. This thing's going to sell off more, and everybody's going to say Yahoo's in trouble.
What is it doing? Mark Yusko, you're a key shareholder here. What do you want to see happen?
Yeah, I think we go the other way. You asked earlier on the show, what did we hear on the conference call? And I think that's the problem. What I didn't hear was I didn't hear passion. I didn't hear enthusiasm. I actually don't think Marissa should be reading those statistics. That should be the CFO. She should come in and talk vision and strategy and be passionate. And maybe she's never seen it, maybe she has, but Simon Sinek does a TED Talk about the golden circle, and I think she needs to go to the why. Forget the what. Let's talk about the why. Let's talk about the vision. What does she need? She needs a war chest to go out and build these defenses against some of the things that are falling away, but also offense to go into areas where they have an edge. They have a dynamic and iconic brand. They have great leadership. You heard people or person after person on your show talk about how she is as a leader, a transformational leader.
I think that's a really good point.
If you combine with Alibaba, you get this great war chest. She becomes the dynamic leader in the U.S., and she brings that momentum and that scalability to what I think could be a great why. But she's got to focus on the why. Yeah. Stop talking about the what.
I think that's such a good point because you're right. She started the call reading bullet points. That's what she did. She started
I hate when people read.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, bottom line, you know what I didn't hear? Nicholas, correct me if I'm wrong, but Larry, Mark, I didn't hear cost cutting.
Right.
The Wall Street Journal told us yesterday to expect all this cost cutting. I would expect if we were to see cost cutting like that, the stock would rally tomorrow, big time.
Well, I mean, people have been asking for it for years. Supposedly, Marissa even brought it up in her interview for the job. It never happened.
Yeah.
She just kept saying mobile because that's what everyone wants to hear, but there's really nothing behind it in the mobile when you look at the overall numbers.
Bottom line, does this company get acquired, Nicholas?
I think that there's definitely going to be an event that liquidates or gets a tax efficiency around the Alibaba.
Which is why the stock is up 157% since Marissa Mayer took over. Thank you so much, Nicholas Carlson, Larry Fishelson, Mark Yusko. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. That'll do it for tonight's special report.
Thanks, Maria.
Thank you for watching. Making Money with Charles Payne begins now.